Hi, I'm Tony Nichols, and welcome to Chamber Chat. Hi, I'm Tony Nichols, and welcome to this edition of Chamber Chat, a program put together by the Salisbury Area Chamber of Commerce to keep you informed on what's going on in your chamber and in your community. Joining us now is Kristen Goller, and I'm not even going to attempt this, I'm going to read it. Tourism Manager for Wicomico County Recreation, Parks, and Tourism.
You got it.
That's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
Welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me, Tony.
I want to do something a little bit different in that people think of tourism in many different ways. You think tourism, you think of Ocean City, Maryland, or you think of going to Busch Gardens. What does tourism mean to us here in Wicomico County?
I think you're right. It means different things to many different people. And I've been with tourism, I've been with the county for about 10 years now, but over at tourism for about a year and a half. And I've been surprised at how often I'm asked that question, because I think people do wonder, without the beach, without the Busch Gardens, what do we do? And the short answer is a lot. And I speak not just for my division, but for the tourism industry in the county in general, the hotels, the tourism-related businesses. We work really hard to sell the attractions and the amenities that we have for the community to attract visitors to the area. We have a great offering that we can sell to the community. We have 1,000 miles of waterways, 70 parks, Civic Center, Purdue Stadium, the list just goes on. And where we come in the tourism division is we really use those attractions to sell to organizers. We really focus on the group market and the sports marketing market to bring those events into the community, so that way they can enjoy all the amenities that we have to offer.
You talk about community, and this, I have a little bit of inside information because I've been in a few meetings before. How does it impact the county?
The impact is tremendous.
There's a lot of commas.
There is. I tend to shorten them.
Right.
But overall, for this fiscal year alone, we're looking at an impact of about $53 million.
Yeah.
And that's with our tourism division, we've touched 50 different events, brought in about 130,000 attendees, and those attendees require about 35,000 room nights. So when I say $53 million, that's just not people spending the night in our hotels, but that's people going out to dinner, buying gas, going to the grocery store, all different kinds of things, enjoying those attractions that they're putting money that was not there otherwise into our community. And
well,
that's huge.
when people come in, they literally live in our community for X amount of time,
They
week,
do.
2 weeks, whatever it may be, for a tournament or an event. So what type of events? And again, I want to tell you what type of event. Yeah, this one's
you
a
might
cool
know
one.
a few.
but what type of events are you guys attracting?
Yeah, so as you know, we're really heavy in the sports marketing industry. About 85 to 90% of our book of business is in sports marketing. So most people are probably the most familiar with our largest. It's the USSSA Softball World Series that comes each summer. That's a 3-week tournament. So as you mentioned, people spending multiple nights here. That brings the most we've seen is 400 teams so far that one event brings to the community, and they play not only here in Wicomico, but also in Worcester and Ocean City. So that really is a whole impact for the shore. Yeah. So that's our largest event that we have currently. And then outside of that, we work with local organizers and out-of-market organizers to host other softball, baseball events. Indoors, we do some wrestling. We have the Governor's Challenge High School Basketball Tournament at the Civic Center, which I know you know about. Yeah, that's 100 teams right now. We're working on making it bigger. But as it stands now, it's already the largest tournament of its kind in the nation. So we're really proud of that one, because that's one of our homegrown events.
I was going to say that was birthed here.
Yeah, so Butch helped out with that one, and that's been several years in the making, but that one's seeing some progress. So, and then, like I said, some wrestling, some volleyball, some cheer and dance. So outside of sports, we also do some group events over at the Civic Center, and then the department still hosts some special events throughout the year, too. We have Pork in the Park, the Good Beer Festival, the Autumn Wine Festival. So we stay pretty busy with events.
We obviously have something that people are attracted to. You talked about all the amenities, the location, the beach, the rivers, the parks. why do people come? What are there recurring themes as to why people choose?
I think so. Yeah, and
Wacomico
we've
County?
sort of learned some different selling points as we've talked to different organizers over the year. And you hit on one of them. The location is key. We're 2.5 hours from Baltimore, Philly, D.C. So we're in driving distance for 25% of the U.S. population. So for event organizers, we are easy to access, and that's a huge selling point. Outside of that, the venues that we have for a community of our size to have a civic center, the athletic complex, SU in our backyard, Purdue Stadium, some of those assets that they really put us over the top to compete with some of those larger markets that are out there. And then something that a lot of people might not think about is the customer service level. We're known for being a visitor-friendly community, and that goes a long way when an organizer is looking at other communities that, they all have ball fields, they all have amenities, but you've been to markets where I'm sure you're not terribly welcomed as a visitor, and we're not like that here in Wicomico County, and sometimes it's those little bits that put us over the edge.
You talk about competition. There has to be stiff competition
fierce.
in this industry.
It's cutthroat. Yeah, there are markets, and like I said, we have those amenities, so we're able to compete with some of the larger markets. But we are definitely a fish in a small fish in a big pond. That's where we are, and there's other markets that are building facilities. They're putting money out to organizers.
Not that far away either.
Yeah. Virginia Beach is huge. Valley Forge is up and coming. There's a lot of markets that would steal the business that we have in a heartbeat. So we really have to be careful about what we do to retain our business, and then also what business we're going after. It's definitely an organizer's market out there because so many communities want their business. The
hospitality you talked about earlier may be the answer to this question, or one of the answers to this question. But it's one thing to hook the big fish, to get these events in, and that's good to put on your resume. But to have an event for such a long period of time. Why do they stay? Why do they choose to stay here? What are some of those things?
I think the customer service is huge in that. The USSSA World Series, they're very open that they've been recruited by other markets, and they've built a relationship here. And not only the relationship, but also we call it internally the plus up factor. What we can do for events outside of just handing over a ball field. What type of marketing services we can provide them. We sell sponsorships for some of our events. We have an in-house housing coordinator that can set up all the hotel rooms for an individual events needs. So we really see what we can do internally to go above and beyond just sort of here's your facility, go for it.
Well, you hit on something. Sponsorships, money's coming in. Where would a sponsorship dollar go, and overall, how is tourism funded?
Tourism is actually funded through a hotel room tax. So when people come in, they spend the night in the county, they pay a 6% tax on that hotel room night. 4% comes to tourism and funds it. 1% goes to the Civic Center, and 1% goes to support the zoo. So we are fully funded through that hotel room tax. And then we have some other grants that we work with on the state for. But so the county's regular tax dollars does not actually go to fund tourism. We're funded strictly through that hotel room tax.
All right, so let's wrap this up. What can people do to help, and where can they go to find out more information?
Find out more, you can visit wicomicotourism.org or give me a call. It's 410-548-4914. And really, that customer service is huge, like I said, making sure that we're welcoming visitors and really putting a smile on our faces so that they leave with a smile and want to come back to see us again.
Tourism Manager, Kristen Goller, thanks so much for being on Chamber Chat.
Thank you.
We'd like to give you the opportunity now to take a look at the upcoming events with the Salisbury Area Chamber of Commerce. Welcome back to Chamber Chat right here on PAC 14. And joining us now is no stranger to the program, Jamie Heater, Executive Director for the Salisbury Wicomico Arts and Entertainment District. Welcome back to the program.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Let's just jump right in. The Salisbury Festival is coming back.
It's coming back. How crazy is that?
How cool is that?
It's pretty cool.
So why should people that have been around Salisbury for years, whether they agreed with the festival going away or didn't agree, why should it matter that it's back?
I think it's kind of an important it's kind of a meaningful step that we
Okay.
can come together as a community and bring this festival back. When I was tasked to start a multi-day festival by the riverfront, in my planning, it was just kind of like, it's the Salisbury Festival.
Right.
I mean, this is a mainstay for this community.
Yeah.
And I think absence makes the heart grow fonder
Sure.
a little bit, maybe.
I think so.
But I think it's, there's a lot of nostalgia going on because we're going back to the original footprint. It's going to be along the Riverwalk over by the La Quinta. The stage is going to be in Riverwalk Park there. And we're really focusing on that area, the old original footprint, and the Riverwalk up East Market Street. So we're really excited, and I think it's a beautiful space, and I think that people are going to be happy to return to hang out there for a little while.
Knowing Jamie Heater like I do, I have to ask this question. What's going to be different?
So there's a lot that's going to be the same.
Okay.
At some point it is, you put stuff down there and it's the Salisbury Festival. You could change its name, but at some point it is what it is. But I think, times have changed a little bit, and I think what you'll notice more of is food trucks. There's definitely an increase in prevalence of food trucks in the area.
Yeah.
So I think the food vendor booths are going to look a little different.
One of my favorite parts.
Yeah, I mean, we like to eat. So it's one of my favorite things to do at the festival. And we're also going to feng shui things a little bit differently. And we're also going to, but there's still going to be things that are the same, like the carnival and artists and crafters and vendors. But one of the other things that we're doing differently is we're having a full 3-day lineup of entertainment. I think in the past, it was all about a Friday night concert and maybe some entertainment on Saturday. We're doing a Friday night concert, entertainment all day Saturday, and entertainment 12 to 5 on Sunday as well. So our big kickoff is going to be Sunday, or the end of the festival is going to be Sunday evening with On the Edge. We're just going to try to spread that entertainment and really focus on the entertainment lineup over the course of time.
So to steal a word, or a couple of words that Kristen just used in the previous segment, you're going to take the Salisbury Festival, all the cool stuff that everybody liked, and plus it up.
Yeah,
So
we're
just a few.
We're plussing it up. I think some of the things that we're going to turn up a little bit is the stage, the production quality, the amount of bands that are booked, the length of time that you can come see live music. And we're going to actually kind of dial down some of the other stuff, keep it more simple. We're not doing a ticketed beer garden where you do like samples and stuff. We're just going to keep things simple. We're going to have tons of beer, craft beer, local beer available for sale, but you can just go buy one anytime. You don't have to be in a special place as long as you're within the primary event space, and just try to keep things nice and open and let people have a good time.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Probably the baby goats.
Of course you are.
But there's tons of fun stuff to that we have planned, and one of them is paddle boards. Capital Set Paddle Boards is coming to
That's a new
downtown
one,
Salisbury, and they are going to be a part of the festival. So you can conceivably rent a paddleboard, paddle up the river, exit the water at one of the ladders, pet a baby goat, get back in the water, and then go watch a
Wow,
band.
I think that's on everybody's bucket list.
I mean, what's not to like?
It should be.
I'll probably do it at some point.
Well, we can do. I maybe not at the Salisbury Festival, but I may do it some other time because that's all I need to be seen floating down the river.
Yeah, I mean, well, you can lay on your tummy.
Maybe we can do a chamber chat.
You can stand up on the paddle boards. There's lots of,
Maybe
there's
do a
really no
chamber
rules.
chat segment on the paddleboard.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Arts and entertainment. You guys are so wide open, busy all the time. What's in store for us this summer? I know there's some things that are mainstays like Third Friday, First Saturday, but there's some things that are changing some this year too.
Yeah, so I mean, right now it's kind of all about the Downtown Salisbury Festival, and that's kind of like the big moment. But once it's over, we still have a full summer of events planned. So Third Friday continues every month. First Saturday, which is now in headquarters live through August, will be every month. After August, we're going to have it back on government office building steps.
Yep.
And we also have Salisbury Fridays at 5, which is a new initiative. The mayor of Salisbury really wanted to find a way to kind of bridge the gap. We have successful Third Friday events once a month, but he really kind of wanted to transition that into activity over the course of the month. So Salisbury Fridays at 5 was his little idea of a way to kind of close off one little section of downtown on the North Division block between Main and Church. And just have a little beer garden and some games, and it's kid friendly, and you can just come and hang out. It's kind of like an after 5 work mixer. But it's just about enjoying each other and conversation and just hanging out in the public space. It's fun to be outside.
Very cool. So that's going to be, I would think, during the summer months, just for the summer months?
Just through September.
Yeah.
Any Friday that's not a third Friday and that's not raining.
Right. Third Friday themes?
Third Friday themes are announced, and we've got some really fun ones coming up. The next one up is Paw Prints. It's our dog theme month, and that's always hugely popular. Dogs are always invited to Third Friday,
right.
But for some reason, when we call it Dog Month, everybody brings their dogs.
True.
So we'll have the Kennel Club and agility dogs and all sorts of fun stuff. We also have an Anything Goes theme in July, which means anything goes. So we're definitely hoping for some wacky fun. Of course, we have Comic-Con coming up in September, and we also have a Time Warp theme, which is kind of like a decades theme. You can go to the future, you can go to the past, and we're also going to coincide that to celebrate Wycomico County's 150th centennial anniversary.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
our sesquicentennial. Yes.
Wow,
I've
that's
practiced.
impressive. Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
pretty good. So what do you think is the most successful theme of Third Friday?
Oh, I think everybody loves Comic-Con.
That would have been my guess.
Everybody loves Comic-Con. I love, we all know that I love baby goats, so I'm a little bit partial to our springtime earth sustainable theme that we
Yes.
generally have. But I like it. I like the new ones. I like the old ones, but I also think Urban Artscapes is one of my favorite ones
right.
too. But that's just me personally.
That's the artsy part of it.
Yeah, that's the
all.
artsy part of me coming out. I think everybody just likes dressing up like superheroes, honestly. And
Who doesn't
smashing
want to be a
pumpkins.
superhero? Exactly.
You're not alone.
Yeah. So what else does A&E do?
We don't just do events. We run our signature events, but we also help other organizations plan events in downtown.
Okay.
We want to see art and entertainment related activities succeed in our district.
To give it right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we're a place, the district has a particular boundary, and which is downtown.
Sure.
And within those boundaries, our goal is to foster economic development through the arts and entertainment. So if your organization like SWAC or Salisbury Art Space or an independent group that wants to hold an event, we are invested to help you.
Right.
So we want to help promote your items. We want to help, facilitate what it is you're trying to create. So we actually work with a lot of people on a regular basis, not just for our own events. And the other thing that we do is we have a public arts subcommittee. So we kind of help curate public arts and temporary public arts in the district. And it's definitely something that we're going to see grow in the near future. We've just kind of started getting our feet wet with the type of projects that we're taking on and what we can accomplish. So we're hoping to get the ball rolling real soon.
I know there's always need for hands and feet in the street. So where can people find out more and how can they help?
Definitely. SalisburyArts.com or SalisburyArtsDistrict.com is our website. You can find out information on all the various events, and you can also contact us. So if you'd like to volunteer or just like more information or like to just kind of browse the scope of the events that we offer, the website is there for you, and we'd love volunteers, so just contact us. We need volunteers for the Salisbury Festival.
Absolutely. Jamie, thanks so much for coming back in and telling us about what's going on with the Salisbury Arts and Entertainment District.
Thank you.
We'd like to give you one more opportunity now to take a look at the upcoming events with the Salisbury Area Chamber of Commerce. Welcome back to Chamber Chat right here on Pack 14. And joining us now is Chelsey Jones, the Director of Sales at the Hampton Inn. Welcome to Chamber Chat.
Thank you for having me.
We're not here to talk about the Hampton Inn, but it kind of ties in, continuing our theme of tourism. At the base or the foundation of the budget for tourism, as we found out earlier, was the hotel room tax.
Yes.
Well, you happen to be the vice president of an organization that supports those hotels.
I'm actually not the vice president. The president is my general manager, Jennifer Prokofiev, so I'm her representative. She's on vacation right now.
Gotcha. So that is the Hotel Motel Association, correct?
Correct.
So give us an idea. We think the name gives us the definition, but what does the Hotel Motel Association do?
So in our market in Salisbury, we tend to be a little bit small. There's only 14 hotels in Wycomico County.
Okay.
So Hotel Motel Association is where we all kind of get together and kind of put that competitive side away for a minute.
Okay.
We all kind of gather ideas and think about what's the best way to bring our things to our market, bring things to our area, things that might grow the revenue, work with the economy. That kind of thing is what we do during our HMA meetings.
I would think also, things that you can do to help one another, but you face all the same challenges.
We do.
You live in the same economy. You're in a small fishbowl compared to other markets.
Yes.
And, the ripple effect, I would think, is much greater,
Absolutely.
whatever it is, in a market like Salisbury than in a bigger market.
Yes, it is.
So when you guys have meetings, when you get together to talk, so give me an idea of the flow of the meeting, or their speakers, or what's happening at these meetings.
So we always invite at least 2 speakers to our meetings. They happen every other month. First, we bring in tourism. So Kristen, Goller, James, and Ashley Spock all come in. So we sit and we go over what tourism has for us, if there's any new events coming to the area. That gives them a moment to kind of tell us what we can do to get ready for each season. They give us different events that might be happening, the timeline that they would be happening, the production that they would bring to all the hoteliers. And then we also give the speakers moments to kind of talk about what they're presenting. So whether it be someone coming from a printer or copier company,
Gotcha.
someone coming from the county, someone coming in and telling us what they do, that maybe we could even help them out to kind of share to each other.
Gotcha, I understand. So are there events that, right off the top of your head, and I can think of a couple that I think have to be, the ones that are great but cause a lot of stress, like the softball tournaments.
USSSA, yes.
Yes, that's the one. They have to be ones that you guys have to really work together to toss business back and forth, or do you have anything available? Or so the softball, are there any other events that you guys feel that good paying?
So MAWA as well.
Okay.
So all the wrestlers that come. We also now have the event that has really grown and taken over the county in December, the Governor's Challenge.
Yeah, right.
They have been phenomenal, and the growth for that has been incredible for our area, especially that time of year for the hoteliers. The winters are kind of struggles for us. It tends to be a little bit more difficult rather than the summer that we get the summer traffic from Ocean City. So.
It's easy for restaurateurs and hoteliers to be viewed as takers from the community, not really giving anything back, because you have to have someone to stay, and it's sometimes a captive market, but that's not the case at all. What are the hoteliers doing to give back to the local businesses and to the local communities? So
we have lots of different things that we do. We have, we also I'm not sure if the community is aware of this, but we have an occupancy tax that goes back into our community. So we charge the state tax, and then we charge the occupancy tax, and that goes to work directly with tourism to fund different events that are going on, to fund things that are going on in the area. So it's not just necessarily us taking, we do tend to give as well. So.
Sure, absolutely. The events that you guys host, are there conferences? So when you think of events, we're thinking of the USSSA, those big events that come to the area, but also you guys provide a valuable service, and there's meeting space or conference room space.
Correct.
That you guys, is that a big part of the Hotel Motel Association's thrust, if you will?
Not necessarily. So that's mainly based on an individual on the hotel needs and what you can offer. My property directly at the Hampton Inn, we have about 3,000 square footage of conference space. So with that conference space, we are able to break it out into multiple rooms. So for example, if USSSA is coming and they need somewhere for registration, we can usually comp that space and say, come on and see us, come see our beautiful meeting space. That gives us a chance to at least kind of network that way as well.
Right. Are there affiliate memberships available for the HMA locally in Salisbury?
So there are multiple hotels that participate, but not all the hotels in the area participate. So not necessarily a membership, but if someone wants to come and be a speaker, then we'd be more than happy to have them. They can reach out to any of us that are associated with it.
And there are typically 2, you said, at the meetings.
Yes. Yeah. We try and always gather 2 people to come, and it's also a great way for you guys to network as well if they come and kind of pitch their product and tell us what they're about.
Planner points.
So necessarily with not necessarily with all properties, but with our property. So if you guys come and say the chamber were to be having an event at our property and you're a Hilton Honors membership, which is our loyalty program, you can earn different actual meeting planner points to put towards hotel stays.
Okay, gotcha. So there are I would think most, maybe not all, but most organizations in the Hotel Motel Association have some kind of give back to the people that are planning the event, should they choose to, if they're a member of the organization or if they want to participate in that.
Yeah, I think it varies on the brand as well. So if it's mainly a boutique property, which is not an actual brand name, I don't know how they might work their loyalty systems, but with Hampton especially, we do offer Hilton Honors programs. So.
All right, and 45 seconds or less, give your best pitch for HMA.
So HMA is a organization where we gather and we have time where we kind of communicate and become one in the hoteliers. So whenever we sit in and we can kind of talk about what the struggles are in our market, where we can encourage one another to gain business and grow. But then we also can come together with tourism and say, this is what we've done, this is what we're doing, and this is where we're moving forward.
Chelsey Jones,
Thank you so much for
Director
having
of
me.
Sales for Hampton Inn and representing the HMA and right here in Salisbury. Thanks for being on Chamber Chat.
Thank you so much.
We'd like to thank you, as always, for joining us on this edition of Chamber Chat as well. And if you missed any portion of this program or you'd like to view previous editions of Chamber Chat, we'd encourage you to visit PAC 14's online on-demand function on their website, or you can visit salisburyarea.com and visit the Chamber's website. That's all the time we have for this edition of Chamber Chat. My name's Tony Nichols, your host, encouraging you to make a difference.